Sometimes when solving equations, it's helpful to actually solve a formula for one of the variables. So let's look at how to do that. P equal to 2L plus 2W. This is the formula for the perimeter of a rectangle, and I want to solve it for W. And I can do this the same way I've been doing things. When I solve a normal equation, I want to get x by itself. So here I want to get W by itself. So I'm going to start by subtracting 2L from both sides. On the left, I just get P minus 2L. On the right, 2W. I want W by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by 2. So P minus 2L over 2 is equal to W. Let's look at a few more examples. The next one, F equal to capital G, little m, capital M over r squared. This is actually Newton's law of gravitation, and we want to solve it for G. So we start by multiplying through by the denominator to get rid of the fraction. On the left, that gives me FR squared. On the right, G, little m, big M. I then want G by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by little m and big M. That gives me FR squared over little m, big M is equal to G. So now I have my answer. My next one, C equal to 5 over 9 times F minus 32 for F. This is a formula that F is Fahrenheit, C is Celsius, so it converts Fahrenheit to Celsius. But what if we want to go the other way? We have Celsius and we want to do Fahrenheit. And we want to do it a bunch of times, so we don't want to solve equations over and over and over. So we just want to convert this formula once so we don't have to repeatedly solve equations. Let's multiply through by 9. That gives me 9C equal to 5 times F minus 32. Multiplying through, I get 5F minus, and then 5 times 32, which is 160. I want to get F by itself, so I'm going to add 160 to both sides. That gives me 9C plus 160 is equal to 5F. And then finally, I can divide both sides by 5. 9C plus 160 divided by 5 is equal to F. So now if I have Celsius, I can easily find Fahrenheit. For my last one, I have S equal to 2LW plus 2WH plus 2LH. This is the formula for the surface area of a cube. We want to solve this for H. So I'm going to get all my H's on one side. So I'm going to subtract this 2LW from both sides. The left then becomes S minus 2LW. The right, 2WH plus 2LH. Both of those have an H in them. So our next step is actually going to be to factor out that H. I then have 2W plus 2L. And since I have H times something, I can divide by that something. So I'm going to divide both sides by this 2W plus 2L. On the left, I have S minus 2LW over 2W plus 2L. And on the right, I just have an H.